Greetings, everyone. As always, I hope this message finds you well. Happy Monday, and thank you for tuning in to this week's Mental Health Moment with Dr. Matt. And for those of you who celebrated or recognized Mother's Day over this past weekend, I hope that you did so in a way that was personally fulfilling and meaningful to you, as I know the holiday brings different types of memories and feelings to different people. And also, for those of you who caught wind of it, thank you for all the warm birthday wishes. Although I realize I haven't had the opportunity to respond to all of them yet, please do know that they were well received, and I will be responding in due time to each and every one of you. So thank you so much for making that a joyous occasion for me as well. Now, one of the things as we continue to move forward with our quest for mental wellness as well as overall well-being is that of ensuring that we have a sense of community. Now, when we talk about stigma, one of the things to consider is that many people struggle to have an appropriate awareness of what mental health and addictive disorders are. Oftentimes we take a look to the media or we read different stories and we see the absolute worst of the worst of the worst. But the reality is that many of us at one point or another throughout life struggle with our mental health. All of us, it is inevitable, will deal with various challenges throughout our life. And one of the things that we need to consider beyond an individual level is having that collective type of spirit, that spirit of community in which we support one another. But all this really does begin with an appropriate awareness. What is mental health? What is subjective well-being? How do we broach the conversation? What can we do with it? And the important thing is we continue to move forward with destigmatizing mental health and addictive disorders, adding more preventative measures, ensuring that we're supporting one another, is really having some of those grassroots community type of efforts. So for example, something I'm doing here in the village of Bolingbrook, my hometown, on this Wednesday, May 15th, upcoming, is hosting a community town hall type of event where individuals, residents of the community and otherwise are invited to come on in. They're going to hear a talk about mental health and well-being. We're going to address mental health for what it is, to find some of the common warning signs so individuals know what to look for, some of the do's and don'ts in terms of the communication that you have with individuals struggling, as well as yourself, some different coping skills and resources available in the community to be able to support self and others. And this is very important because different communities do have different types of resources, some of which might be located right in your hometown, but if you're not sure of what these are, where they're available, and so on, ultimately going to go without. So it's important to become informed in this respect. But there are also different types of national resources such as the SAMHSA treatment locator, Hope for the Day, 988, suicide hotline, crisis hotline, text number, different types of groups available online through the Daily Pledge and so on that individuals can be taking part of. But again, the important thing is that we're supporting one another on a community type of level. So if you find that in your community you don't have any access to mental health resources that you're privy to, that you're able to see right away, that's when you do want to make an effort to reach out. And for those of you who are counselors yourself, actively involved in the community, do consider what types of resources, meetings, and otherwise you can put together in your town to be able to support everyone as best as possible, because truly we are all in this together. There are a lot of things that are going on in the world, some of it bad, some of it good, but really the only way to be able to move forward is to do so together. So do look out for those resources, support one another, and hey, if there are different events in your community like what we're doing here in my hometown, I encourage you to attend. Have a wonderful week.